What's up, everybody? Hey, I hope your summer's going well so far. You know, summer has this expectation to be super fun and exciting all the time, and there's often times where summer is boring or it doesn't go the way that we thought it would. You know, because we watch so many movies, TV shows, and frankly, other people's social media posts where they're having way more fun than we are, we get this idea that if we're bored or not having fun or not happy all the time, something's wrong with our lives or there's something wrong with us, which honestly isn't realistic at all. Life isn't a movie and our problems don't get resolved and wrapped up in a 45-minute episode. That's something that I actually really love about the Bible, is that it doesn't ignore problems or promise us something that our lives can't deliver. Like, the culture that we live in is obsessed with happiness. I mean, it's even literally written into the American Constitution. To us, success is being happy, which means that when we're not happy, well, something's wrong. But this endless pursuit of happiness is contrary to the teachings of Jesus. Look, the culture that we live in is obsessed with happiness. I mean, it's literally written into the American Constitution. To us, success is being happy, and if you're not happy all the time, then there's something wrong with your life, or there's something not right. But that's actually contrary to the teachings of Jesus. What we hear through our culture, and even from maybe some people like preachers that you might hear on TV or on the radio, is that God wants our lives to go up and to the right constantly. But we're going to be spending the next few weeks going through something called the Beatitudes. This is a portion of teachings where Jesus walks through what he calls the blessed life, or a lot of people say blessed. I don't know which is technically correct, so we're just going to call it the blessed life. It's a lot different than what we might think. So the Beatitudes are found in the beginning of Matthew 5. It's the start of something called the Sermon on the Mount. It's called that because Jesus was giving a sermon while on a mountain. The more you know. Anyway, it starts with this. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Now, this is kind of a weird way to phrase this, but remember that this was spoken in one language, written down in another, and then translated to English like 2,000 years later. It was also written to, or spoken to, a completely different cultural context than what we live in right now. So sometimes there's going to be some weird phrasings, some weird sayings in the Bible, but everybody's doing their best. Anyway, what this means is that Jesus is saying that the blessed are those who are poor in spirit. Doesn't mean you can't afford stuff or that you have less spirit than someone else. It means that you recognize there's something more to life than money, things, or different experiences that distract you. While we think of blessing as excess and having more than anyone else, Jesus sees blessing as a realization that spiritually we don't really have anything. We don't have the ability to redeem ourselves from our spiritual lack. No matter how many self-help books we read or podcasts we listen to, we'll always still have, dark thoughts, impulses to do things we don't want to do, anger, greed, jealousy, every wrong thing that you can think of. Jesus calls this realization blessed because, as the old saying goes, the first step is admitting that you have a problem. By realizing that we can't pull ourselves out of the sin pit that we're in, we're able to start depending not on ourselves, but on Jesus. That's what Jesus calls blessed. And it's something that's so opposite of our culture, that being blessed isn't eating the nicest food or having the nicest clothes or even having the most money. It's being with Jesus. So, as you go through summer, don't worry about constantly always everything living up to expectations. Just be with Jesus. Okay? Hey, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you at the next Alive next Friday. All right?